Sri Ronald Sapa Tlau.
I am happy, in a way, to speak during this debate on this contentious bill, sir. For one thing, I am happy because the government has made two changes in this bill from the previous proposal, and that is one, that they have exempted the tribal areas as well as the ILP states. However, I'd like to remind the government that the Chakma people, Buddhist Chakmas from Bangladesh, did not come to India or to the Northeast as refugees. Please make this very clear. They came because of the construction of a Kaptai Dam in the 60s. About over 1 lakh of them came to the Northeast. Half of them settled in Mizoram. The rest were settled in Arunachal Pradesh. Please remember this along with what I'm speaking. And I smell something fishy here, something sinister, because you are talking about protecting the minorities from all these religions, including the Christians. Whereas you see a lot of religious hate crimes the last few years. Reuters report that there were some 63 cow vigilante attacks in the year 2014 to 2017. And then there were 28 innocent victims lost lives, whereas 124 of them were seriously injured. And India ranks today as the 15th in the world in terms of dangers for Christians. This is up from 31st position 4 years ago. And the church burned down, or the pastors beaten down 10 times in a week during the first 4 years. Hence, India, sir, has become the home of Christian persecutions as well as other minority persecutions. Now you're introducing a bill to protect these Christians and other communities. I'm glad, in a way, with a mixed feeling, because I want to be ensured that you are really serious about this bill. If you are, then I should see that the country should see the end of all these persecutions in India, whether in the Christians or the Muslims or other minorities. Because if you don't put an end to this, it will be only seen as a bigotry and self-contradicting. And how do you expect the Christians to believe whether you're honest or not on this? Because you're seeing all this happening in India, and yet you're not putting a stop to it. So with this bill, you have to make a stop to all these persecutions. They see this bill as a ploy in the Northeast because they have assimilated to assimilate the indigenous people in the Northeast. For example, the 1 lakh people of Chakmas in Mizoram, they are almost half the size of my population. And so if you bring all this in, this will be a big threat for my people. And they also see this as a ploy to promote your Hindutva ideology. Sir, Christian Church is very strong in my home state, is Mizoram. The last assembly election was a very, very clear proof of what my point is. So any move to change their comfort zone will mean drastic and a very grave result will come up. Sir, Northeast is a true, today's the Northeast true picture is, you see endless burning, endless 24 hours of ban, and then a lot of sporadic protests. And the Northeast, entire Northeast is burning, as you know it. In fact, one of your BJP alliances, NPP by name, has very strongly objected this bill. Sir, I believe that some of these MPs may not know why the Northeast people are objecting to this idea of CAB vehemently. Number one, Hindutva, Common Civil Code, and all this lynching are still very fresh in their memory. Scary slogans like Hindustan for the Indians and the Hindus and other things, and how the RSS are contemplated on spreading its wing in the Northeast. And with this bill, They want to know where is the rightful place of the Christians in the Northeast and the rest of the country. And so today, sir, to remain in India, they have a strong feeling that they should have a full freedom as enshrined in the constituency, in the Constitution, and they should freely be able to worship their religion, and that they should have a freedom to eat whatever food they want. And then they should be able to maintain their language and their dialect. And then they should be able to maintain their own tribal identity, culture, ethos, and mores. 1 minute, sir.
You have one more speaker.
This
Rahul,
government
it's
may
5
be
minutes.
emboldened and cheered by the number or percentage, but it is not about the number.
So you'll be taking
It
her
is
time now.
about- Just one sentence, sir. Just one sentence. Allow me, please.
So you'll be taking her time now.
Okay. We will be like a Damocles sword if we will impose this thing on us. Therefore, we have to object this, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.